Did you have a good weekend? That's nice. It's now time to lock in because we have new Epstein files. 6 pages out of thousands, but enough to make headlines. Musk, Andrew, Gates, Bannon, Thiel, survivors are still demanding the whole truth. Congress, though, is still playing games, and the longer this drags out, the clearer it gets that the system is protecting the powerful and not the victims. What exactly are these files? Okay, context first. This is the 3rd batch of Epstein documents turned over to the House Oversight Committee. In total, it's around 8,544 records from the estate. Here's what's in it. Phone message logs from 2002 to 2005, flight logs and manifests from 1990 to 2019, cash ledgers, daily schedules from 2010 to 2019. All of the grim admin of a predator who somehow kept access to the global elite. But, and this is the important part, only 6 pages from this batch were released publicly online so far. 6 pages. That's it. Which means the big names we're about to talk about are literally from a little tiny sample. Imagine what's in the other 8,538 pages. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait. Why now? The politics of the drop. Because Congress is at a breaking point. There's a bipartisan discharge petition that's 1 signature away from forcing a full vote to release all the Epstein files. The missing signature is from Arizona Democrat Adelita Grijalva, who just won a special election. She's promised, on my very first day in Congress, I'll sign the bipartisan discharge petition to force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. Yay, but Republicans know this. And Speaker Mike Johnson has been accused of dragging his heels on swearing her in, stalling the math just long enough to slow things down. Democrats got a bit sick of waiting, so they published 6 pages themselves. Think of it like a teaser trailer. Just enough to keep the public pressure on, and better than nothing, eh? Elon Musk, the island invite. Let's start with Elon, because that's the headline everyone saw. And also, this is Channel 100 News. Epstein files and Elon. One of Epstein's schedules for December 6, 2014 includes this line. Reminder, Elon Musk to island December 6. Is this still happening? And that's it. No plane ticket, no passenger manifest, no selfie with Jeffrey in the hot tub. Just Epstein staff writing, is this still happening, like a dentist appointment? And guys, don't freak out, but this actually matches Elon's story. If you've seen my other Epstein coverage, you'll know Elon's been saying for years that Epstein tried to lure him to the island, but he had always refused. In 2019, Elon told Vanity Fair, Epstein is obviously a creep. He tried repeatedly to get me to visit his island. I declined. And over the weekend, when Sky News lumped him in a headline with Prince Andrew, Elon went, a little ballistic. Maybe not by his standards, but he tweeted, "Shame on Sky News for this utterly misleading headline. Anyone publishing this false narrative deserves complete contempt." And then, some more. Epstein tried to get me to go to his island and I refused. Yet they named me even before Prince Andrew, who did visit. You can basically hear him yelling at his phone. And honestly, I don't know, the funniest part is that he's less mad about being connected to Epstein and more mad about being listed before Prince Andrew, which is very classic Elon vibes. Like, don't smear me, and how dare you alphabetize wrong. But yeah, sorry to say it, guys. Elon might have been telling the truth. So yeah, guys, Elon is in the files, but this time the paperwork backs him up. Epstein's people wanted him there, and Elon said no. That's kind of what these new files seem to be corroborating. But Elon has admitted he went to Epstein's Manhattan mansion once with his then wife Tallulah Riley for about half an hour. His verdict is kind of hilariously on point. It seemed weird. That's why we did not go again. Imagine your function being so rancid in vibe that Elon reckons it's weird. He's like, ooh. And of course there is that infamous Oscars photo with Elon and Ghislaine Maxwell. He insists that she photobombed him. Ghislaine, in DOJ interviews, said she met Elon around 2010 at Sergey Brin's Caribbean birthday bash. Sounds about right. And that they later crossed paths at that Oscars party. So Elon was in the same social orbit, but the new documents don't put him on the island, which, if you're Elon, is a very, very rare I told you so moment. Very rare. Prince Andrew, actual receipts. Okay, but Prince Andrew, though, he did that shit. The new release includes a flight manifest from May 12, 2000, showing Andrew flying on Epstein's jet from New Jersey down to West Palm Spring Beach, California. And over in his financial lodges, there are payments marked Massage for Andrew in February and May of that same year. Now, it's not ironclad proof these messages were for that Andrew, but the timing lines up with his US visits and also all the other evidence we have. And of course, this is the same Andrew who settled Virginia Giuffre's lawsuit in 2022. So while Elon's entry is a maybe, Andrew's is a yep, he was there. The other names. There's also some other familiar names and a lot of Channel 100 News celebrities on here. Not a good thing to be, by the way. But let's get into it. This parade of freaks. Peter Thiel had a scheduled lunch in November of 2017. Steve Bannon had a breakfast set for February 16, 2019, just months before Epstein's final arrest. Bill Gates had a tentative breakfast party in December 2014. Gates later said,
"Those meetings were a mistake. They didn't result in what he purported, and I cut them off."
And again, these are calendar entries. They don't prove the meetings happened, but they do prove Epstein's team was still booking time with billionaires and political strategists well after his 2008 conviction. That is the story here. He never got fully cut off. And again, if you're a subscriber, you'll know Bill Gates was told not to go to any of those meetings by his wife, who left him over it. So it's not looking great for Bill Gates. The politics get uglier. Democrats say they're releasing what they can because survivors deserve transparency. Oversight spokesperson Sarah Guerrero said, "It should be clear to every American that Jeffrey Epstein was friends with some of the most powerful and wealthiest men in the world. Every new document produced provides new information as we work to bring justice to the survivors and victims." Republicans hit back that this is old news and cherry picking. They argue Democrats are hiding files that might implicate Democrats too. They've promised a fuller release. Eventually. Whatever. Meanwhile, FBI Director and General Underperformer Kash Patel told Congress there was no credible information that Epstein trafficked women to anyone but himself.
Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday.
Survivors say that is absolutely absurd. First of all, if that were true, then why all the secrecy? Also, come on. We aren't all as stupid and gullible as you, Kash Patel. Oh my God. Ugh. The survivor's perspective. This is the part that can't get lost in the noise. Jess Michaels, one of Epstein's survivors, told The Guardian, "Authorities are completely ignoring victim statements. The files need to be released to get any clarity. She and others have been fighting for decades just to have their testimony taken seriously. And now, while politicians bicker and billionaires just be yelling on Twitter like usual, survivors are still waiting for the full truth to come out." So what do these new pages tell us? That Epstein's reach didn't end with his conviction. He was still booking meetings with billionaires, still flying royals, still trying to lure people like Elon Musk into his orbit. Elon, shockingly, looks cleaner here than expected. Prince Andrew looks worse somehow. Thiel, Bannon, and Gates look uncomfortably cozy with a predator who should have been radioactive at that point. And until all 8,544 or so documents are released, we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. So that's where we're at. Elon Musk yelling that he refused Epstein's island invite. And this time, I don't know, maybe I believe him. Prince Andrew is confirmed on the plane because duh. Thiel and Bannon penciled in for power breakfasts and Gates awkwardly listed for coffee. 6 pages of thousands, and already that fallout is huge. Just imagine what's in the rest. If you found this video interesting, check out all my other Epstein coverage. This is sort of an update on that because I've gone through these people a lot. I recommend you check it out. Bye!